So today we want to give a few tips on how to maintain a healthy relationship. Granted, we've been together for about 8 years, and we ain't perfect, but we've learned a few things. Yeah, we're pretty young, but we've learned a lot of things. The biggest thing that I feel like people have a problem with in relationships is not being able to maneuver during arguments, because everybody has a perspective, and if someone has to be right, then you're probably going to get nowhere. So what I've learned, just me as the one side, as the male, is when I get to a certain point in an altercation, when I feel like tensions are rising, what I do is I immediately shut down, and I give her an opportunity to just say whatever she wants. Nobody's talking over each other because I'm not talking anymore, and it allows a form of diffusion, because now one person is just venting, and you can't have an argument by yourself. I'll just say every person has to get their point across. That's just how people are designed. And it's understood, and it's warranted. We all want to be heard, but you can't have a healthy conversation if you only want to be heard but you don't want to hear.
So what I've learned over the past 8 years when it comes to arguing, I've learned that, one, just because I'm yelling about something doesn't mean that the other person is listening. You're yelling, but they don't care about what you're saying at the end of the day. So
because, and I don't mean to cut you off, and the reason for that, because I'm the other person, is you don't want to listen anymore because it's not cordial anymore. It's just
it's just like yelling at your kids.
It goes in one ear and out the other.
Yeah, because yelling really gets nowhere. It's just you expressing yourself.
Yeah. Venting is okay to a certain degree, but if you never get to the solution, then you're just wasting your time.
Right. When we're talking, I've learned to just listen to what he got to say. If it don't make sense to me, then I'll probably just ask, like, what do you mean by this or that? And if he explains it, if it does make sense, then now he has to understand where I'm coming from.
Two highly emotional people, it's all venting, even though people have points, because in those high intensity moments you're speaking how you feel, and that's the truth, because you're upset. But again, you have to get to the solution. That's the only thing that'll fix the issue. So a whole bunch of talking and no gelling together for one conclusion equals no solution. You have to figure out the other person's perspective, combine it with your own, and then that's where the compromise comes.
Coming to an understanding.
And you come together, put it together, and say, okay, this is what we gonna do from here.
Right.
This is how you feel, this is how I feel, and this is where we are. This is what we're gonna do moving forward. And the next time you run across this situation, it'll be a lot easier to maneuver. Because people argue about the same stuff all the time. But next time, you'll know how to maneuver, and you'll remind yourself of where you was last time. It's not easy being in a relationship. Just in general, it's tough, especially when you got God involved. Whenever you got God involved, the devil really wants to destroy that. So you gonna go through the most. Regular random people, see them on social media, look like they living it up, ain't got no God in the middle. Ain't bothering them, not too much. That's why marriages, for example, get attacked the most. That's why it's so hard to be married, because once you make that commitment, you're marrying your spouse and God, pretty much. As soon as that happens, war starts. So it's immediately hard. We all are learning. Every single day we learning. Every day we learning how to move and how to be better, how to perfect something that'll never be perfected, but you try. So like I said, in that case, I know altercations are the biggest thing that separate people over time. if we just learn how to come together and figure that aspect of life out, I think people could survive a lot longer, or just forever, really. So, in a nutshell, like I said, we just, we have a lot of conversations just amongst each other about things that we always talking. Just like if we just in the room, we just have conversations. And when we come together, things just like our light bulb goes off. It's like, wow, we never thought of that. And we realize maybe we should share this with other people. They don't have to take the advice, but it's available. So if we figure this out, maybe this will help the next person. Relationships are hard, man. Communication and compromise. And of course, we all know that, right? But do you know how to do it? And that's the key. So if you know what to do, but you don't know how to do it, then maybe somebody can help you figure it out. And we ain't had no perfect relationship. We've been together for 8 years. We've had rough times. So we're not this couple that can sit up here and say we never argue, like I've heard some people say before. But that ain't real. We done had crazy arguments. We're not the type of couple that, call each other out our name, because we don't do that. That's not us. But they get intense. We wanted to leave each other before, even though we really didn't, but we said it though. And we probably felt it at the time. We felt it at the time, but after about an hour, you're like, yeah, right. But it is what it is. I never thought I would get to that point emotionally, but I have, and she's been there too, and it's been crazy. But again, we all human, and we all trying to figure out the same thing. How do you make something work? Like, we're not even the same. There's nothing about us that's the same. Maybe ideas, but like nature, it's not the same. So it's like you gotta figure out something that's almost impossible. It's not impossible, but like long term, it seems impossible.
You just gotta figure out how to maneuver with two different genders.
Creatures. I'm just saying, though, keeping it real. Sorry.
It ain't gonna be easy, and it never will be easy, but if you guys compromise,
it ain't that simple, because people don't do it.
It's not.
People don't do it.
That's why there are some people who just give up easily.
Easy, because it's too hard.
And then they think it's gonna go good with the next, but
it's the same thing.
It's not. It's the same thing.
It's a different version of the same thing. Like, it's nothing. I don't know. People think the grass is green on the other side, and it's not. It's just a different pattern of grass. And you're gonna have the same problems with that grass. So we say all that to say, don't give up too easy, man. Like, if you really care about something, just fight for it. And if you really want something to work out, you have to know how to keep it afloat. And the only way to keep something afloat when there's more than one person involved is communicating with that person and understanding that person. Because once you dismiss a person's feelings, it starts to sink immediately. People feel unvalued. It's sinking. It's already sinking. There's a hole in the boat. So, be one. If you're gonna be together, be one. Even before you get married, so that it can work out. But that's all we got for y'all today. So I hope this helps somebody. We didn't mean to vent so much, but again, we're all figuring it out. So in our heads, we still learning stuff right now about this very topic. But what we have figured out, we share. So we'll see y'all another time.